Hi everyone, Lydia here. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I want to show you how I create this layout using layer masking. So what is layer masking? Layer masking is a powerful technique in Photoshop that allows you to hide or reveal parts of a layer without permanently deleting anything. In other words, it's totally non-destructive, which means you can tweak and adjust things without worrying about messing up your original design. Here is how you do it. First, pick the layer you want to work on. So I'm going to use layer 2 over here as an example. Then click the Add Layer Mask button at the bottom of the Layers panel. You will notice a little thumbnail pop up next to your layer. Now grab your brush tool or press letter B to get the brush tool and start painting with black or white. Press letter X to switch between the colors black and white. Black will reveal the layer underneath the mask, and white will conceal it. And if you use shades of gray, you will get some cool transparency effect. Pretty neat, right? Oh, and there are some advanced tricks you can do with layer masks, like using the Refine Edge tool for details like hair. But we are keeping it chill today. That will be a topic for another video. So, without further ado, let's get started. Here I have created a 12 by 12 document, and also I have opened the photo and background paper that I'm going to use for the project. Click and drag the background paper onto the new document. Press Shift key while dragging so the paper will drop immediately to the center of the document. Now we are going to do the same thing with the photo document. Click and drag the photo onto the new document, and then press Ctrl T, Mac Command T to get the transform options. And here you can resize the image. And I will just leave it like this and click the check mark to commit. Press Ctrl A, Mac Command A to get the selection outline, and in the menu bar, go to Image, Crop. Press Ctrl D, Mac Command D to get rid of the selection outline. Now I want to fill the whole page with the photo using Generative Fill. So in the Layers panel here, click on the visibility icon of the two background papers to hide it. Get the rectangle marquee tool, and in the tool options, click on this new selection, set the feather to 0 pixel, and set the style to normal. Click and drag your mouse or pen tablet to create a rectangle between the photo layer and the edge of the document, and then release. In the menu bar, go to Edit, Generative Fill. And here in the dialog box, you don't need to fill the prompt. It is an optional, so I will just click this generate box. Now here, Photoshop will show you 3 options of generative layer images on the properties panel. And so click each one to see which one you like. So this is the first one. And here is the second one. It's pretty good too. And this one is the third. The third is really nice too. So I think I kind of like between the first and the second. but I'll choose the third one. In the Layers panel, click on this visibility icon of the two papers. In the Layers panel, also, while we're still here, press Ctrl J to duplicate the photo layer. And in the menu bar, go to Filter, Camera Raw Filter. And here press Shift P to get the preset. And here I am going to use preset from Season Summer, and the number will be SM10. I'm going to use that, and then I think I will just adjust the slider here a little bit because it is too bright. So yeah, like about 90%. And if you're happy, click OK to commit the change. In the Layers panel, click on the Layer Mask icon. Get the brush tool. And in the tool options, click to open the brush preset. Pick your menu and choose your brush. I'll choose soft round brush. And here you can set the size to your preference. And I will set it to around 50 pixels. And then I'll set the mode to normal and the opacity to 12%. This is, of course, according to your preference as well. It depends on the picture that you're working on. But for this picture, for me, it is enough to set the opacity to 12%. And you can use your right and left bracket key on your keyboard to resize your brush. Use your right bracket key to make your brush bigger, and use your left bracket key to make your brush smaller. Press letter D on your keyboard to reset the foreground and background color chips to black and white. Toggle between black and white using the letter X on your keyboard. As I mentioned earlier, to reveal some of the background paper in the Layers panel, you use black to reveal and you use white to conceal. So now we can just start painting back some of the image from underneath the photo layer you have edited in the Camera Raw filters. So here I'm going to just start painting back the color and also some of the water over here. And I will make the brush bigger. So there you go. I think it's good for me now. Once you are happy, press Ctrl E, Mac Command E to merge the photo layers together. Now, to reveal some of the background paper, in the Layers panel, click on the Layer Masks icon. Since you are still on the brush tool, press the right bracket key to make it larger. So here I have my brush is already large, but I think I will make it even larger. And I will set the opacity at like around 9 or 8% for the start, and the flow to 61% or 60%. Make sure that you are working on the layer mask. So in the Layers panel, click the Layer Mask thumbnail. toggle between black and white using the letter X on your keyboard. Black to reveal, remember, black to reveal and white to conceal. All right, now I will just start painting and removing some of the photo layer to reveal the background paper underneath. So for me, because of the color of the paper is similar to the color of the sand, so as you can see, you almost do not see the difference between the sand and the paper. It's like, as you can see here, that's the color of my paper. So just like that. Now, before we go further, let's save our project first. So I'm going to save my project here and go to File, Save As. Name your file. I will name it Bali. And where? I think I will put it in my desktop for now. The format, I will set it to Photoshop and click Save. Here is how I add a frame around the statue. In a Layers panel, click on this Create a New Layer icon, and in the toolbar, get the rectangular marquee tool. In the tool option, click on this New Selection icon and set the feather to 0 pixel and the style to normal. And here in the toolbar also, click on this foreground color chip icon to get the color picker. And I will set the color to gray. Click OK. And now on the document, click and drag your mouse. And while clicking and dragging, you can press spacebar. That way you can move to the place that you can move your box to the place that you like. So I'll just put it right here and release. Press Alt Backspace, Mac Option Delete to fill the rectangle with the foreground color. In the Layers panel, double click on the layer 3 over here and you can rename it. I'll name it Photo Selection. Press Enter, Mac Return key to commit the change. In the menu bar, go to Select, Modify, Expand. In the dialog box, expand by 30 pixels and click OK. In the Layers panel, click on this photo layer and make sure that you click on the photo layer and not the layer masking thumbnail. So click on the photo layer over here and then press Ctrl C, Mac Command C to copy the photo selection. And in the Layers panel, click on the photo selection layer, like over here on the top, and then press Ctrl V, Mac Command V to paste the selected photo. And in the menu bar, go to Layer, Create Clipping Mask. Now, as you can see, it seems like there is nothing going on here, but trust me, there is something going on. Okay, and in the Layers panel, click on the photo selection layer, like this one over here. Yeah, and in the Layers panel, go to FX, Layer Style icon, and then choose Stroke. Here in the dialog box, set the size to, let me see, 27. Yeah, I think I'm going to set it to 27 pixels for the size and set the position to inside Set the blend mode to normal and the opacity to 100%. And here, click this color thumbnail over there and choose any color you like. And I think I will just choose white for this layout. Then click OK. And then click OK again. To add drop shadow, in the Layers panel, press Ctrl Mac Command key while clicking the Add a New Layer icon. This will create a new layer under the photo selection layer or any layer that you named. In the Layers panel, press Ctrl Mac Command key while clicking on the thumbnail of the photo selection to get the selection outline. In the toolbar, click the foreground color chip icon to get the color picker and choose any gray color. I will choose this one. If you want to follow me, the hex code number is 595959. And then click OK. Press Alt Backspace Mac Option Delete to color the selection with the foreground color. Press Ctrl D, Mac Command D to get rid of the marching ants. In the Layers panel, double click on the layer 4 over here and you can rename it anything, but I will rename it to Shadow. Press Enter, Mac Return key to commit the change. In the menu bar, go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. In the dialog box, set the radius to 6.6 pixels and click OK. In the Layers panel, change the opacity to around 50%. Press Ctrl T, Mac Command T to get the transform options. In the tool options, click on this transform and warp modes, and here click and drag the corner of this bounding box to reveal some of the shadow. Once you are happy with the result, click the check mark to commit. And here I think I will push some of the shadows up, top, down a little bit here, and also the side over here. So to do that, get the move tool. Using the arrow key on your keyboard, press the down arrow and just move it a little bit down. And then also over here on the side, I will just use the right arrow key to push it a little bit to the right. So I think I like it like that. To tilt the frame a little bit, in the Layers panel, press Ctrl Mac Command key and click Photo Selection Layer, and this will highlight the two layers together. Press Ctrl T, Mac Command T to get the transform options. Now hover your cursor on the corner of the bounding box until you see curved double arrows and slightly tilt the frame. And click the check mark to commit the change. Now to link the three layers together, press Ctrl Mac Command key and click on this top layer. And here in the Layers panel, in the bottom, click on this link layers icon. So now I'm going to add the title for this layout. I have already made the title and also the journaling, so I'm going to just add these two together to this layout. Well, all that is left to do now is add the embellishments to the layout. I will fast forward this part as I place the embellishments and apply shadows to keep the video from being too long. Okay, so let me adjust a little bit more on this overlay so that we still can read the journaling by adding more masking around this area. So, okay. So I'll just lighten it up a little bit. There you go. Now it is all done. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. All the materials I use for this layout are listed in the video description. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you found it helpful, please consider subscribing or sharing it with others who might like it too. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.